Hey everybody, how's it going? We're coming to you just east of the Mississippi in a small town called Alton, Illinois, and we're here to interview John J. Dunphy. He's a critically acclaimed author, published author, and he owns this small little bookshop called the Second Reading Bookshop. It's a great place for those unique, one-of-a-kind finds for science fiction or horror. So if you're in the neighborhood, check it out. Let's go inside and say hi and see what's going on, because it's like 16 degrees here in Alton right now. It's unbearably cold. But the address, location, we'll give you at the end of the broadcast, so you can come check it out. Hello, how's it going?
Welcome to the Second Reading Bookstore.
Thank you.
This is where all the great minds of the Bi-State area hang out, but today we'll have to content ourselves with the people who just happen to be here, including myself. Anyway, the Second Reading was founded in 1979. It began life as Crivello's Bookshop at 117 Market Street, just around the corner on Lincoln Douglas Square. Became the Second Reading Bookshop in '85 when Mike sold it, and changed hands a couple of times, and I acquired it in '87. This is its third location and its final location since Loretta and I have purchased the building. Look around, friends. Would you want to move all this? I've done it twice, and I'll never do it again.
Goodness gracious. Now, you specialize, the bookstore specializes mostly in science fiction and horror and unique one-of-a-kind finds, right?
Unique one-of-a-kind finds. We have something for every literary taste and budget here.
Yeah,
if you can't find a book you like here, you can't.
You don't know how to read.
We put it that way. Exactly. Exactly. The only new books I carry in the bookshop are, and this is so surprising, the ones that I write myself.
Yeah.
I think an exclusive monopoly. I will call your attention to It Happened at the River Bend and Lewis and Clark's Illinois Volunteers, two works of nonfiction. Dark Nebulae is an interesting work. The literary form is called haibun, H-A-I-B-U-N. It's a haiku-related form of verse. Essentially, it consists of a few paragraphs of terse, sparse prose, followed by a poem that kind of wraps things up and puts everything in perspective. Zen Conehead is a collection of senru. Senru is haiku's funny cousin. While haiku deals with nature, senru deals with human nature in a satirical, humorous manner, such as, how about this? Aging flower child, now just his custom hairpiece, blowing in the wind. That's a classic 575 form. And I like this one too. This is about class reunions, and it shows that people can really change over the years, or perhaps you never knew someone quite as well as you thought you did.
Yeah, definitely.
Class reunion. The ex-football team captain's date, handsome in his tux. Old Soldiers Fading Away is a haiku collection about the Vietnam War. I didn't serve in Nam. I drew a high draft number and I wasn't called up, but I've worked with many Nam vets over the years in homeless shelters, soup kitchens, even on the street, and the work you see here is distilled from their experiences, the stories they've shared with me.
Oh,
very
really?
poignant and very horrendous. Stellar Possibilities is a collection of sci-fi haiku form, but science fiction subject matter. It's a relatively new literary genre that I was proud to pioneer. And Confluence, published by the Mississippi Mud Daubers. That's a haiku group that I founded back in 2006. It's a work, an anthology of our members' works. I have 4 poems in there, and the other 6 members have 4 poems as well.
Do you have to be a member to submit?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
But we meet about, once every other month at Sacred Grounds Coffee House in Edwardsville. As I explained in the introduction, we have no bylaws, no officers, no membership dues, and feel no need for those sort of things. We keep it very informal and very loose. That's how we keep it fun.
What got you into writing initially?
Well, I'd always wanted to be a writer. I think a large part of that was influenced by my great uncle, who was the assistant editor of the Alton Telegraph. Uncle Joe instilled a love of writing in me, and to have something published, to see your name in print, to realize that you took these words and created something out of nothing, hopefully a significant contribution to the literary scene, that is a tremendous natural high.
I bet.
I feel so fortunate, so blessed to have achieved my lifelong dream of becoming a writer.
And you were published relatively quickly after you started.
Yes,
right?
I was. I began writing in the early 80s, and I began getting published in the early 80s. I just happened to be at the right place at the right time. Some magazines were looking for new talent, and part of it's talent, I suppose, and part of it is just sheer luck, being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, very fortunate. Very fortunate. Our bookstore here is, well, very well organized thanks to my wonderful wife. The left side is nonfiction, grouped together by subject matter. The right side is fiction, alphabetized by author's last name, general fiction, sci-fi, and mysteries. Oh, this is rather interesting. These are original cards produced by my Haiku Poets group. Original photography and original poetry you will not see anywhere else. Except here at the Second Reading Bookshop.
All right.
The photographs are by Gretchen Graff Batts, who's a very gifted photographer and haiku poet. And Nancy Wiley wrote some of the poems too, I believe. They live in Elsa and they work together. Collaborators.
Do you have any tips for any up-and-coming authors that would like to get published someday? Or
I tell them to write as much as they can and read as much as they can.
Mm-hmm.
By reading, we feed our brains. That's how we learn. That's how we grow as writers. And as far as writing goes, I believe in learning to write by writing.
Mm-hmm.
Find a good writer's critique group so you can get your stuff critiqued by people who aren't afraid to throw a few bricks at you, who aren't afraid to criticize. Just patting you on the back and saying, good job. You're not going to grow from that.
You need more than yes men, huh?
You do indeed. You need critics.
Yeah,
occasionally
definitely.
harsh critics.
I bet. Do you mind if we talk to a couple
Oh,
of
not
customers?
at all. And you might see we have 3 cats scampering around here too. They're my unofficial staff. I pay them in all the books they can read and all the mice they can eat. What a deal.
It sounds like a good one.
With my luck, they'll try to organize a union on me someday. But
Watch
anyway,
out. Cats, felines could be
friends, we have incoming documentary filmmakers.
My name's Andrew.
Hi, I'm Shelley.
Nice
Hi.
to meet you. I'm just trying to get an idea of why everybody loves the secondhand reading bookshop. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
I like all the choices. I love the ambiance.
Yeah, it's
And
real
yeah.
quiet, and it kind of feels like you're in your own library.
Yeah, I like to be surrounded by books, and I love used books anyway, because the books themselves have a history.
That's
you know?
right.
Yeah.
The smell of them and such.
Yeah.
It's great.
I love it. And love John. He and his wife Loretta, good friends. I met John when I started taking his writing workshop that he was teaching at the time,
Oh, really?
several years ago. Yeah.
You write yourself?
Yeah, I'm not
More of a hobbyist?
Well, yeah, kind of. I've been published a couple of times, but not like John. But
Yeah.
but I do love to write. Yeah.
All right.
So I love books and love being surrounded by them.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's talk to one more. Let's see. Oh, how are you?
I'm my husband, Matt.
Oh.
Matt, you want to? Okay. We can talk together.
Yeah, okay, of course.
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm Kathy.
Kathy, Andrew, nice to
Hi,
meet you.
nice to meet you.
Matt?
I'm Matt.
Nice to meet you. Now, why do you guys like the secondhand reading bookshop?
Because I like to read.
Yeah.
I'm an
Can't
avid
beat it, huh?
reader.
That's
yes. Yes, and they have a good assortment of
They
books.
do. They have a wonderful selection. I found a couple things here that I didn't even know existed.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I came in, I was like, oh man, this is great. This is
Yeah.
terrific. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, ready? All right, everybody. So if you're ever in Alton, Illinois, at 16 East Broadway, check out the Secondhand Reading Bookshop. It's a great place.
If I could mention just one last thing. The building that houses the Second Reading Bookshop is very old, very historic. Built in 1831 in the Federal style. Loretta and I are very proud of the fact that it was a stop on the Underground Railroad. This was the first taste of freedom for slaves who escaped from Missouri, which was a slave state, made their way across the Mississippi, and this was one of the first safe houses they encountered in the city of Alton.
That's awesome.
This is a citadel of freedom, of liberty, and we're very proud of that, and we will treasure that legacy forever.
That's pretty cool. That's great. Thanks for talking to me. I
Oh,
really
thank you
appreciate
for
it.
stopping by.
No problem. All right. Thank you very
And
much.
thank all of you for being so
Yeah.
profound.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us on the east side of Mississippi in Alton, and we hope you come by and check out the Second Reading Bookshop if you're ever in town. All right. Thanks. Have a great day.